Hello, my name's Julie, and in today's video I'm going to be making 2 winter covers for my classic Happy Planner and be talking about 5 ways you can change your planner cover if you want to switch it up. This is my creative journal and I've used this winter cover for the last couple of years, and I talked about how in my setup video the word winter has come off the front. And I also want to change up the disc to either these metal snowmen disc or blue snowflake disc from Happy Planner. So I'm going to make 2 covers that I can use to go with these. While I show you the scrapbook paper that I've chosen, I'll also talk a little bit about why you might want to change your planner cover. This is a 12 by 12 scrapbook pad that I picked up in a local shop in the UK called The Works. I was out in the Boxing Day sales and this was half mark price, so only £2 for all this lovely scrapbook paper. So despite my intentions not to buy too much this year, I ended up picking it up, but I am determined to put it to use straight away. There are 24 designs and it's 230 GSM, so quite a good thickness for a planner cover. And I'll give you a quick flip through. One of the reasons you might want to change your planner cover is, like me, you might want to do it seasonally, just so that your planner reflects what season we are in. We've got some really beautiful fir tree designs here. And then this is a different shade, lovely turquoisey blue with different types of trees. This one is more modern design. We have 2 of each, that's why I'm skipping pages. This one is the sort of page that I might use in a planner spread because it's got a little scene, so you may see that turning up in one of my planner spreads because I do like to make planner spreads using scrapbook paper. I've got some more winter trees here. This one is some children building snowmen. I'm thinking of using this maybe for a polar bear spread, as I am going to be doing one in February, I think. And this design is really pretty. So I make 4 covers each year. Well, I say each year, but actually I tend to reuse them. But I have one for each season: winter, spring, summer and fall. Got some pretty snowflakes. More snowflakes and yet more snowflakes. This one says Merry Christmas, so it would be great for a Christmas planner, but the fact that this is a double-sided scrapbook pad means I can use the other side, which if I flip it over you can see is this photorealistic image of a winter scene. This one's very Christmassy with Father Christmas and his reindeer. Then we've got some beautiful mountains and fir trees, more snowflakes, reindeer. I really like this pattern. And sometimes I use these pieces of scrapbook paper for my flat lay photos, so they might look familiar. This is a fun little scene with people on sleds and building snowmen. And this is the one I'm thinking of using for my cover. I'll just show you the rest. We've got some plants in the snow. Trees, more trees, and I think that's the end. So the page I've chosen is this one with the deer. Another reason you may want to change your planner cover is increasingly I'm seeing posts from people who haven't been able to find a planner they love, particularly from Happy Planner it seems this year. It may be that the options for the layout you use is quite limited, so you end up picking up a planner that has the layout you want, but a cover you really don't like. I'm not going to flip through this scrapbook pad because I have a flip through of this on my channel, but I will just show you the page that I'm thinking of using for my cover. Some of these are very Christmassy, like this lovely fox and polar bear, but I thought this polar bear image was really cute. So this is going to be my second winter cover. I'll link everything in the description in case you're interested in checking out any of the things that I show. I'll be using my Fiskars paper trimmer, which has a ruler that's handy because I use 12 by 12 papers quite a lot. I'll be cutting these sheets down to 9 3/8 of an inch by 7 3/8 of an inch, which is the size of the last cover I made. I could move this over a little bit, but I know that the punched part is going to take up a little bit of room, so I think that's quite centered the way I would like it. The good thing about changing up your planner cover is that you can get it to be whatever you want it to be. So for example, if you have a fitness planner and you want to make a cover that is fitness related, you can do that. Or if you're a Harry Potter fan, you don't have to wait for a Harry Potter Be Happy box to come along. You can either find an image online, or I know there are some scrapbook products with Harry Potter themes. Really, whatever you want, you can make. So you can tailor your planner to your own interests. This one's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to have to chop his paws off and just have him, but I don't know exactly where I can cut. So it's going to be a bit of trial and error with this one. And I think I'm going to cut it the other way first, just because I can salvage this pattern paper here and use it for something else. I never want to waste anything. And something like this could go at the bottom of your page. Oops, I do not really want to cut his hat off, so I think I'm going to have to cut some of the bottom off. So we'll just cut here. And then this is a sort of piece that I can just tear and use at the bottom of a planner spread, whereas the side pieces are not going to be so useful. Let's see where I'm going to have to cut. I'm going to have to cut the bottom of his scarf. Now hopefully, if you are interested in making a planner cover using scrapbook paper, you are able to pick up some scrapbook paper from where you live. I know in America they do have lots of stores, and even here in the UK we can find scrapbook paper in stores. But there are other options if you don't have scrapbook paper and want to change your planner cover. The first one is something I've done with my Skinny Mini this year, and that is use a cover from your stash. Most planners have older planners or happy notes that they may have kept, and possibly a favourite cover. So the easiest and cheapest way to change your planner cover is to find something from your own stash. This was the cover of the undated Skinny Mini I bought this year, but I wasn't that keen on it. So I swapped it for a favourite Squad Girl Skinny Mini. All I needed to do was put the old contents in here and then put the undated pages in here. You can check that out in my setup video. I'll show you a few of my favourite older covers. This Planner Babe one I've used for years. This was back when Happy Planner did the Planner Girl line, which they recently brought back that bundle for National Sticker Day. And each girl had her own colour discs, and these are beautiful lilac metal discs. And this is the first year I'm actually not using this cover, but it's held up pretty well. It's starting a little bit to get bent on the corners, but I have used it an awful lot. I always wanted a Squad Girls planner back when I started planning in 2018, and unfortunately I missed out on the ones I want, but I did have this one, though it wasn't my favourite because I preferred the original images. But it's a nice little cover for a planner, as it's got the motto "Planner's Got a Plan" on it. This one is a lovely one for summer. I really love this horizontal planner. Unfortunately, something that Happy Planner has started to do more and more is put the dates on the cover, and I suspect that is to stop us reusing the covers, although you could just cover it up with a sticker. But the other place to look for older covers is if you have any happy notes. So this was a Squad Girl happy notes, no date, and if I want to I could use that as a cover. That would be perfect maybe for a spring cover. I'll show you a couple more happy notes that I really like. This one is great for summer, Be Wonderful, with the palm trees. I have the Planner Babe Happy Notes cover, which is also perfect for a planner cover. And also delving back into the past, this Stick Babes Happy Notes, which says "Find joy in the simple things in life." I've got a lot more, but these are all definite options for me. And if you're looking to save money and use your stash, then this would be the first thing I recommend. Look through what you have and see if you've already got something you could use this year that you like more than the cover that's on the planner you've bought. Another option is to buy yourself a planner cover. I know there are shops out there on Etsy, and then that gives you the option maybe to have it something really specific to you or to have your name on it. And I've seen some really cute planner covers shown on Facebook. I can't recommend anyone to you because that's not a route I've ever gone down, but the option is definitely out there. Before I get on and make my covers, I just wanted to show you this, although once again I've lost a sticker, so I'm now Dewey. Maybe I'm related to Huey, Dewey and Louie. But this is just a reminder not to neglect the other side of the planner cover, because often you might find a pretty design on the other side. I wanted something for a Disney planner, as I bought a Disney extension pack and I wanted somewhere to keep it. So I used the back cover of a Happy Notes, so it's got this "Live Creatively" at the bottom, and then I put on some Mickey and Minnie stickers and my name, which is Julie, not Dewey. And there I had my own Disney cover. So you can definitely get inventive with the covers you've got. The third thing you can do, which I still see people talking about on Facebook today, is to buy the Happy Planner custom cover set. I'll show you some covers I made using that. I do have videos on this, but this is a spring cover I made, and here is an autumn cover I made from scrapbook paper. The custom cover set is this plastic cover that you get 2 of in the pack, and all you need to do is make yourself an insert to go inside. So for this one I used some scrapbook paper and some liveloveposh stickers, and then some alphabet stickers and a bit of card. I stuck it onto a thicker piece of card just to make it a little bit sturdier. This one you can see is just the original piece of scrapbook paper. and you just need to make it the right size to slide into this plastic. The issue I had with the custom cover set, I don't know how well you can see, but the punch part is quite flimsy. It's started to tear along the holes. I only used it, I think, a year, maybe 2, and that's why I've changed what I do now and I don't use this. So I can't say that I recommend this as a long-term solution, because obviously you're paying for this set and it isn't going to last that long, particularly if you use your planner a lot and are opening and closing it. It's just going to have that wear and tear. So it is an option, but I wanted to point out that I've had some issues with that. That's what led me to buy the frosted cover from Liveloveposh, which seems to be holding up quite well. You can see a little bit of wear on the punch part, but it's not ripped like the Happy Planner custom set. So this is my method of choice for making covers at the moment. That looks really cute. What I'm trying to decide is whether to punch the holes straight into this part here or make a little patterned edge like I did for this one. I think I do want to make it a little bulkier because it's quite flimsy, although this frosted cover does really protect it well. I couldn't find any particular shades of blue that match with this, so what I think I'm going to do is just use this 300 GSM piece of card and stick it to make it that little bit sturdier and not have an edge, and then I can just punch the edge here. I couldn't find a blue piece of card that matched with the picture, so what I've decided to do is just strengthen it by sticking it to this 300 GSM piece of white card and then punch down the edge here. I don't really have to do this because I think the page will be fine without it, but because I'm planning to use this page for a couple of winters, then I might as well make it as good quality as I can. Just putting some double-sided sticky tape on. You can use tape runner, but I want it to be stuck nice and firm, particularly to the edges. And I think this cover is going to be really cute. At the end, you can tell me which of the 2 covers you think I should use this year. As well as a frosted cover, Jessica from Liveloveposh also sells a clear cover. I haven't bought that. The advantage of it would be that you could see the design a little bit clearer through, but I watched a video from Happy to Plan with Desiree, and I got the impression from that video that the clear cover was a little bit more flexible, maybe not quite as sturdy as the frosted cover. And as I was really happy with the quality of the frosted cover, I thought I would stick with that. But if any of you out there have got the Liveloveposh clear cover and can tell me about its sturdiness, then that would be great. I have definitely considered buying a second frosted cover so that I could make more covers. At the moment, all I do is throughout the year, when the season changes, I just swap out the cover on my creative journal. Now we're getting very sticky. And I just want to make sure these are not going to be too bumpy for the piece of paper to go on. This is very sticky, double-sided sticky tape. I nearly forgot to take the middle piece off. And once this piece of paper is on, it will be on. So I'd better make sure I get it right. Just need to trim off these corners. And I think it's more or less perfect. Nothing's ever 100% perfect for me because I'm a perfectionist, but that looks pretty good. I've got my Crafterly 9-hole punch and I'm hoping it will be okay. It says 3 sheets of paper. This is obviously thick card, so I will probably need to push it down quite hard, and always when I do this the camera seems to jump. I think that was pushing the punch to its absolute limit there, but it has done it. Now is the moment of the truth. And that's interesting because although I use the alignment guides, we've actually got a little gap at the bottom here and it's coming up right to the top, which does bother me a little bit, but let's just take this page out and see how it actually looks when it's over the Happy Planner pages. Now it covers them fine. So I possibly would trim a little bit off the top there, but apart from that it's pretty perfect and I love it. I was thinking of putting a word winter on it, but I'm not sure. We'll do the other one and then see. I think I've done a better job of putting the double-sided sticky tape on. I find it quite tricky when I'm showing you on the camera as things are a little bit far away, not right in front of me. But I've made sure that none of the sticky overlaps this time, and I've pressed down any bumpy parts. Not that there were any issues last time, but I don't think I did a particularly good demo. This bit's popped up here, so just flatten it. The other thing you can do if you're making your own, if you want to make it double-sided, you can. Obviously you can't flip it round because once you've punched the holes it can only go in one way, but if you want it to open up and have something attractive on the other side, then you can do that. I've just made mine plain because honestly I never really look inside my planner. I only see the front cover, and by that I do look inside my planner. Sounds like I never use it, but I don't ever just turn the front cover page because I don't use the perpetual calendar at the beginning. I just turn straight to the pages I want to decorate or write in. This is so sticky. Just got a couple of little bits sticking up to flatten down. This is just a bone folder. And let's hope I've cut it the right size. pretty good, I think. That's a lovely cover. I will punch it, and it will probably be just as tricky as the last time. Hoping it worked. Oh, it did. The noise you heard was the prongs returning to their place. Sometimes they don't, and you have to take the back off and get some scissors or something and push them through, because they can get stuck. I know a lot of people who've been with Happy Planner for some time have broken at least one punch. Which brings me on to the next thing that you can do. Well, there are a couple of options if you want to make your own cover with scrapbook paper and you don't want to get the frosted cover from liveloveposh. You can, of course, laminate the covers yourself. I don't have a laminator, so that's why I went for this option. And the problem with laminating the scrapbook paper is not the lamination itself, but punching the holes afterwards. I certainly wouldn't recommend trying with a Happy Planner punch, but you can get the arc punch, which is meant to punch through very thick materials, and also the crocodile punch that can go through things like chipboard. So should definitely be able to cope with thicker laminating pouches. If you're interested in that, I'm sure you can find some YouTube videos on people who have laminated their own planner covers. So you can see, because this is frosted, the image is like a little faded, a little unclear. So definitely the clear covers would give you a clearer image, but I'm just not sure about the sturdiness, and this really does give good protection to my planner. Although I don't take the planner out of the house, so it's not as though it's going to get knocked around a lot, but I just really like this frosted cover. The last suggestion I was going to make, that I heard that some planners have done, is to buy some frosted placemats from American stores. I'm not sure which American stores. You can see how sturdy this cover is. You can hear when I'm taking it off the discs. It's really thick material. I've definitely seen frosted placemats advertised on Amazon, and it's not something I have tried, but I can see that you'd have problems maybe cutting it because it's so thick. I don't know you'd be able to do it with a cutter, so probably some sort of craft knife. But if you check out, again, YouTube videos, you might be able to find someone showing that method. But it's definitely something I've heard about. I hope this video has been useful. Let me know in the comments whether you think I should have the deer with the snowflake discs, or should I use the polar bear in the scarf with the blue metal snowmen discs. Thank you for joining me today. I'm aware there are a lot of new planners around at the moment, and even if you have been planning for some time, I hope you've picked up something from watching me today. Please do like, comment and subscribe, as it all helps me grow my channel, and join me again soon for another video. Hope you're having a great week. Take care and happy planning.